Hey, my name is Jack, and welcome to your Health Academy. If this is the first time you are visiting our channel, make sure to watch the last video in this course to make as much possible benefit. And hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications. So, in this video, we're gonna see part 3, the mindset of weight loss. 13. You're not addressing deeper issues. So, let's go. If you're overweight, chances are there are deeper issues at play than just diet, exercise, and lifestyle. Yes, all of these factors play a role in our overall health and weight, but why are you struggling with them? There are many psychological reasons why you might find yourself continually falling back on old habits, preventing you from reaching your goals and ever finding balance. There are often underlying issues that are holding you back from making the best nutritional and exercise choices. Until you can hone in on what those underlying issues are, you are at risk of regaining any weight you do lose, spiraling into yo-yo dieting and creating even deeper emotional issues. There are many reasons people turn to food instead of other forms of fulfillment in their lives. Maybe you're stressed or unhappy or feeling a lack of purpose or connection. Maybe you feel out of control in your life. We sometimes use food to fill these voids. It's important to do the mental work necessary to address these issues. Fixing mental and emotional issues is often the hardest part of weight loss. Once you've got your nutrition and fitness plan dialed in, start focusing your efforts on your emotional well-being. It was really hard to admit to myself, let alone share with you now, that I had real problems with overeating, food guilt, and body image. I always thought I had a very healthy relationship with food, but over the last little while and through some ups and downs, I came to realize my relationship to healthy eating needed a lot of work. Admitting that to myself was when I was finally able to turn that around. Permanent, lasting results is going to take some self-discovery as to why you might be carrying extra body fat. For me, I had to dig into uncomfortable issues like body image and self-worth that I had struggled with for a long time. Once I addressed these issues and began to take full responsibility for my results, everything changed. You will never, ever be happy with your body if you can't look past what you see in the mirror and love you for the real you, who is so much more than particular body weight. 14. You don't have a why. Why do you want to change your body? What are you hoping to accomplish? How will you feel when you reach your desired physique? Before you even get started, you need to figure out the answers to these questions. Your why should be emotional. It should be something you feel deep inside and something bigger than looking good in a bathing suit. What emotions led you to want to change? You need those powerful whys to help get you back on track when you slip up. When I finally decided enough was enough, I was at an absolute low point. I'd gained back the weight I'd previously lost and more. I was stuck in a spiral of binge eating and food guilt. I felt out of control, hopeless, and like ever finding freedom from food obsession was impossible. I felt terrible, self-conscious, and uncomfortable at the gym, which was awful because I love being at the gym. My clothes felt tight and I just felt big and heavy. I hated what I saw in the mirror, and I hated myself for hating it because I didn't want to be that person. It felt so self-absorbed and ungrateful to hate my body when I had my health. I felt like a fraud promoting positive body image and a balanced, healthy lifestyle on my blog when I couldn't even find that in my own life. I didn't want to admit to anyone I was struggling because I didn't want to be judged. There were tough days and there were tears, but with all that pain there were breakthroughs. I started working harder at self-love then and there and become 100% committed to not feeling that way anymore. I was determined to come to a place of food and body peace that I could enjoy for the rest of my life. 15. You're not taking responsibility. This was another huge change I've made in the last couple of years. I used to place the blame for my lack of results on outside sources or think that I needed someone or something to help me reach my goals. I bounced around to various nutrition coaches and frequently changed my nutrition plan and fitness program, thinking that there was someone or something out there that I needed. Guess what? You don't. Everything you need is already inside you, and once you take full responsibility for your life, your actions, and your choices, you can get your SHT together and start crushing your goals. When I finally changed my mind and took full personal accountability for what I wanted, I was able to start making consistent progress. I know how exhausting it can be to constantly be searching for this thing you think you need. I know how bad it sucks to struggle and feel like you're not going anywhere. It knows it's hard to break out of these patterns, but it is possible. A friend once said to me, get over yourself, and for some reason, it stuck. Thinking you're special or there's some reason you can or can't do something is your ego talking. You can do anything. You're not special, so get your act together and go after what you want. No excuses. There isn't some reason outside yourself as to why you can't do anything, be anything, or have anything you want. You deserve it, and if you work hard you can accomplish absolutely anything. 16. You don't believe in yourself. This has been a work in progress for me too, guys. Self-doubt has been the biggest thing I've struggled with my whole life. I thought that the strong, fit women I admired were somehow better than me and that achieving that physique just wasn't possible. This allowed me to remain a victim and in denial about my eating habits. I somehow decided along the way that other people were better than me, that they were on some other level. The inner battle of not good enough was constant and relentless. I never believed deep down that I deserved it or that I was as good as anyone else, so why even try? If you've struggled with self-doubt in the past, truly, deeply believing in yourself takes time and takes work. You have to change the way you talk to yourself. You have to let go of limitations that you've held on to so dearly, limitations that protected you from having to try or put yourself out there. Self-doubt can hold you back in so many ways. You might be too afraid to try new things or full experience life due to fears and reservations about what you're capable of. These mental limitations prevent us from reaching our potential. Try not to carry all of your past struggles with you as you move forward on your journey either. Your past choices do not determine the choices you will make today or tomorrow. Don't doubt yourself. Start fresh. Stop quitting and talking yourself out of living life to the fullest. No matter how many times you've failed in the past, a different outcome is possible for you, starting right this moment. Every week, every day and every minute you have the opportunity for a fresh start. Your level of success with a weight loss program is going to be heavily affected by your self-perception. If you don't believe in yourself, it negatively affects everything you do and can prevent you from ever being successful with permanent fat loss. You can see a common thread throughout these mindsets. Self-love. Practice it over and over and over. Be kind to yourself. Use affirmations. Use positive self-talk. Journal. Read positive thinking books. Repeat. Over and over and over until it starts to sink in. You are stronger than you think and capable of achieving anything you set out to. 17. You're associating emotions with food. One essential mindset shift I've made over the last year is making the change from eating to live to eat. Social events, holidays, vacations, and parties used to be a huge source of stress. What would I eat? How was I going to prevent binging on everything and derailing my progress? There have been many times I cancelled plans because of stress and guilt around food. This is crazy, and it all comes back to what we discussed earlier about addressing deeper issues. When I was finally making some progress, I'd be so stressed when an event came up. I associated food with emotion, reward, happiness, and fun, but when I started to let go of that and realize I could just enjoy being with people without having to overeat, my life opened up and became much less stressful. If you let every single life event derail your healthy eating habits, you're never going to get anywhere. It's important to be able to enjoy those events without food-related stress. Life is going to happen for all of us, and I understand that eating food with friends and families is a central part of our culture, but it doesn't have to prevent you from reaching your goals. This took a long time for me to understand. Food is nutrition. It's not a reward, not an escape, not something to earn, and not therapy. It's fuel. Of course, I still enjoy eating. You guys know I love to eat and cook and experience food, but all that is secondary to nutrition. I want to have a full, happy, and enjoyable life that doesn't revolve around food. It wasn't easy, finally relinquishing food control over my life, but I couldn't live like that anymore, and you don't have to either. 18. You rely on food for stimulation. This realization has also been a big change for me. We are conditioned to crave constant stimulation. Gum, drinks, sugar, snacks, coffee, all these substances make us feel like we need to be eating or drinking something all the time. We don't. It's okay to just be. Just be with yourself. You can watch a movie without snacking, you can just sit with yourself in the evenings and just think or write or meditate, and that's okay. You don't have to be doing or consuming something all the time. Again, this is why mindfulness is so important. If we are aware of our behavior when we're feeling that uncomfortable energy, instead of just filling the void with the food, we can learn to just be with that feeling. It will rise, peak, and eventually subside, and once it does, that's where the magic is. 19. You're afraid of failure. Stepping out of your comfort zone and changing your habits is scary. As uncomfortable as we might be in our current situation, it's familiar, and stepping out of familiarity into the unknown can be daunting. Maybe you've failed in the past, and fear of repeating that is holding you back from giving 100% effort. However, without maximum effort, fat loss is going to be even more difficult than it already is. Unsustainable dieting doesn't help either, and only contributes to the cycle of negative emotions and expectancies of failing again in the future. Trying your hardest is frightening because it robs you of excuses if the outcome doesn't go as planned. This was me for a long time. I would hold myself back from giving 100% because if I did and I failed, that would mean I gave it my all and that wasn't good enough. The ego never wants to look bad, so we tell ourselves all these reasons why we shouldn't go for it. In reality, we are so much stronger and more capable than we think, and regardless, who cares if we fail? In her book, Mindfulness, Langer states that there are no failures, only ineffective solutions. So, if something doesn't work, move on, try again, keep going. There is no failure in continuous effort. Not being afraid to fail can help us move forward in so many areas of our life. To succeed, we need to be willing to accept more failures. Real failure only happens when we give up and stop trying altogether. All great successes have some failures along the way. Every time we fail, we learn and have the opportunity to do better next time. All that matters is that you keep going, using failure as a stepping stone to future success. So, we have finished this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and actionable. If you got some value out of it, don't forget to hit that like button, and then subscribe for more videos. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any questions. See you in the next video.